Okay, so in this video, we're going to look at a tool that I've been watching for a while. The tool that supposedly brings MCP support to all the frontier models, not via the API, but actually within your existing accounts in the browser. So MCP SuperAssistant is a Chrome or Firefox extension that watches when you're using your favorite LLM and basically acts as the middleman to add MCP support within your chats. So let's just look at it really quickly. There's no sound here, but basically we see there's a new MCP button. We see this sidebar for MCP SuperAssistant. We see all of the tools. So the first thing they want you to do is you have to put in this custom instruction at the beginning of every chat. And they provide you the custom instruction. You paste it in, which is kind of annoying, but we can live with it. And they say that it supports ChatGPT, Perplexity, Grok, Gemini, Google AI Studio, DeepSeek, etc. So we're just going to set this up from scratch. And this is my first time using it. I've been watching it for a while. I've been very curious. We're going to follow the instructions and test this out and see if it's actually good. Let's go to installation. The first thing you do is download the Chrome extensions. I've already done that part. Then we create a config.json file. That's just like what we've done with almost every MCP setup. So let's just open up the terminal and just do this in terminal really quickly. Let's go to the desktop. And you can do this manually. Go to your desktop and just create a new folder. What we're going to do here is we're going to create a specific config.json file to add MCP support. So I'm just going to create a new folder on my desktop called SuperAssistant. So here's our new folder. Nothing in there. So let's just create this new file. We're just going to do nano config.json. I'm just creating it like this. Going to say hi. Going to save it. Okay, so now we see our new config.json file. Now open this up with VS Code. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take their configuration for a few MCP servers that we already know and love and try it within MCP SuperAssistant. So I just pasted in these MCP servers: file system, Brave Search, Puppeteer, Sequential Thinking, Desktop Commander, and Context 7. You know what? I'm even going to take away Desktop Commander. We don't need that right now. This is the same MCP setup we've done anywhere else. You could watch any of my previous videos on MCP setup. I'll link the playlist of my MCP setup above. Okay, so we created this config.json. Let's save it. Now let's go back to Chrome and see the next step. Okay, now it wants us to run this custom config. Okay, so let's open up our terminal again. Let's make sure we're in the folder where we just created that config.json. In my case, I'm going to do cd desktop/superassistant. And if we do ls, we'll see the config.json's in there. Great. So now we're going to take this command, which is going to create a local server on our computer, which will bridge between our new extension we just downloaded with our config.json file. And let's see if that works. Okay, great. So we can see here, let me get a little bigger. I started the server, the proxy server. It shows that it's running on localhost on port 3006. It gives me an SSE path and loaded the config with 5 servers. So we see it's running with file system, Brave Search, Sequential Thinking, Context 7. And by the way, after you start the proxy server in the terminal, you keep your terminal running. You can leave it in the background, but it should be running all the time. So now let's open up ChatGPT. So just like in the demo video we saw on SuperAssistant's website, we have this new button here, MCP, next to tools. And this is because of the Chrome extension and added it in. But I don't think it's working now. Okay, so if I click here, it's turned off. Oh, and here's the instructions. We have to paste in these custom instructions at the beginning of every chat, which pretty much tells the LLM about the extension and the MCP tools. So let's turn on MCP. Okay, now we see this new sidebar. We see Brave Search, Context 7, File System, Puppeteer, Sequential Thinking. Now let's look at the other things we have in here. We have Auto Insert, Auto Submit, and Auto Execute. So the first thing it wants us to do is take this, copy it, and paste it in. I think that's what the insert button does. Let's just press that and it pasted it into our chat. So let's just press enter. And just so you see, it's like its own system instructions telling it how to use all the tools, whatever the tools are. I'm curious how much this eats into our context window. Let's just start and ask, can you tell me about the tools you have access to? I want to see if it mentions these tools right here. So Brave Search, Sequential Thinking, Context 7, and Puppeteer. Okay, so it sees all the tools. So the tool names and descriptions are built into the system instruction in the beginning. Makes sense. So let's just say, tell me what's on my desktop. It looks like I try to use a tool that isn't currently available in this environment. So it should use the file system tool that we see here that it listed above to be able to look at my desktop. File system is currently disabled in this environment. That's not true. Let's try something else. Use the Context 7 tool. It'll tell me about the latest documentation with N8N. And it says the Context 7 tool is currently not available. So far, it doesn't look like it's working. I turned push content mode on. Instructions, settings, everything should be working. So far, it hasn't really lived up to what we thought it was going to do. According to the terminal, it's all working. Let's restart the server. We're going to start a new chat, and we're going to click MCP. And you know what? Let's just turn on auto insert, auto submit, auto execute. Maybe that will fix it. Let's insert the system message and press enter. Use sequential thinking to tell me about how to make the best cup of coffee. Okay, so for ChatGPT, it's not working. To be honest, I was really excited about this tool. It looks like it's working. The terminal shows that it's working, but it's not able to call any of the tools. Let's try Grok. Okay, so we're in Grok. We see this new MCP button. Let's turn it on. Now we see the sidebar. All the 24 tools are supposedly connected. Let's turn all these on. Insert the first message. Let's send it. And it's Grok 3, by the way, not Grok 4. Let's just see if it works. Tell me about the latest N8N documentation with context 7. Okay, so this looks like it's actually working. It's doing the first tool call, resolve library ID. And what it's doing is it's pasting in content in the text box, which has to do with the auto insert and auto submit features we turned on. Okay, so MCP worked with Grok. What it did was it connected the context 7 MCP server, then it ran it, pasted the result into the text box, and sent the message back to Grok so it can use the MCP tools. So it's doing all the steps not behind the scenes, in front of our eyes. And if we open up the function result, we see what happened here. Very cool. I consider that a win. So SuperAssistant actually works. Now that we saw that the Context 7 worked with Grok, let's try another LLM. Let's try Google AI Studio. For those that don't know, this is another way of using Gemini. We see the MCP button here, so let's just click it, turn everything on. And you know what? We're going to turn off grounding with Google search because we want to actually try Brave search and not confuse the model where it might use its built-in search tool. What's cool about AI Studio is it's a little more flexible. We can actually add system instructions right in here. So let's open this up. Let's copy it and paste it into here. And now we get an indication. The token count is 4,423 tokens. And as we learned before, the system message differs by the amount of tools we add to SuperAssistant. And it's good to know how it affects our context window. So now we should be able to say something like, use Brave Search to tell me who is anticipated to be on the Epstein list. Let's see if they will tell us. Okay, so we see it's running. Use Brave Search. We see its results here. And it gave us the regime's answer that there is officially no Epstein list, which is probably a bunch of BS because we all have seen the pictures and we know who's on that list. Okay, so the bottom line is we tried out MCP SuperAssistant, which is supposed to add MCP support to all the other state-of-the-art LLMs in the browser via a Chrome extension and a proxy server. And while it didn't work for ChatGPT, it did work for Grok and it did work for Gemini in AI Studio, which is really cool. So I think this is a very innovative way to add MCP to all these other LLMs. Unfortunately, it's not the most stable. It doesn't work 100% of the time as we saw here, but I see the potential and I see where it's going and I'm very excited. So I'm going to drop a link to the MCP SuperAssistant in the description below. Use it at your own risk. As we saw, it's still pretty early, but it is a great way to use MCP servers outside of Claude Desktop. Let me know if you guys found some other alternative to add MCP to your existing plans, or if you have some other tool you want me to try. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day.